Hi, I'm Lyndsie Glowinski, and I'm excited to be your new ACG Colorado producer. So, fun fact about me is that I love my coffee, of course, because I'm a millennial. It's kind of an obligatory love, but I do love my coffee, so I'm excited to try some new coffee shops out in Colorado. Another fun fact is that I just got married, which has been awesome. I've been married for about 2 months, and my husband and I are thrilled that we get to go from Indiana to Colorado. Outside of France, the only place I've lived is Indiana, and it's a lot of cornfields, which is great, but we're definitely hikers and bikers and do triathlons, and so we're really excited to be able to train and just enjoy all of God's creation in the Rocky Mountains, and can't believe that we get to live there. It feels like a dream come true. So I have a huge heart for pastors and for pastors' families, and that's because I grew up in a house with pastors. My dad has been a pastor for over 30 years, as well as my mom, and she is also a marriage and family counselor. My ministry experience personally is when you're a pastor's kid, you're at church all the time. Thankfully, I love doing ministry. As I got older, I helped with nursery and kids ministry. Then as I got older, I learned how to play guitar and struggled my way through the worship team a little bit. And when I moved off to college, was really invested at Campus University. After college, I had the opportunity to serve at an international church in France, and that was an amazing experience. It was a church plant, and so I got an experience of what does it look like to be part of a church plant. It was also a mobile church, so we had a church building. We didn't have a church building. We had a church inside of a hotel. So every week we were taking cars to and from church, setting up, tearing down. My first year there, I was in charge of the worship team and the music because I got a little bit better at that over the years. And then the second year, I was over all of the kids ministry because I have a degree in education. And so I really had a great learning experience of different aspects of the church. And it was a wonderful experience. My favorite part of that experience was that it was international. Have a huge heart for diversity, have a huge heart for seeing God's church globally coming together, and absolutely love that. After that experience, I came home and got a job in sales and marketing and felt kind of that's where I was being led next, and started mentoring after work. So I worked with a mentorship program, a Christian mentorship program, and I've just poured my heart into that the last 3 years. And so as much ministry as I love and am passionate about inside of the church, I also love working with organizations outside of the church as well. As your agent, I promise you that I will bring the heart and the passion that I have for my family into your churches. So as much as I want my church when I worked in France to be protected, as much as I want my parents' churches to be protected, that's the kind of energy that I want to bring to your church, and know that my heart is for you and I want to serve you, and I'm really excited to get started. So alongside my passion for ministry, I have a huge passion for nonprofits and communities. And we know that the church for a long time has been and is the spiritual hub for the community. We also know that the church has limited capacity. And so nonprofit partners come alongside us to help fill the needs, the social humanitarian needs that the church can't always get to. And so one of the things that I'm really excited about is the ability to write those nonprofits. Before, ACG Colorado historically has only been able to write churches, and so we will continue to still write churches. I will still be able to serve churches, but alongside serving churches, we're now going to be able to serve nonprofits in the community, and I'm really excited to do that as well. I'm really excited to get started at the agency, and I'm so blessed that I get to work with each of you and all of your churches, and I'm excited to be there for you on really great days, and hopefully don't have to very much, but want to be there for you on the really tough days as well. So please feel free to call me if you need anything, and I will be reaching out in person very soon.